Hello and welcome back. My name is Andrei,
And I'm Dominika.
and we're back again with another reaction too.
Scott Walker with The Old Man's Back Again.
All right,
Okay, this song came out in 69, so some time ago.
all right.
That's for sure, on the album Scott 4. Here we go.
Okay,
I know much more because Teresa, who requested that song, thank you so much,
thank
also
you.
sent us a message explaining about the song, the inspiration behind the song, and a little bit about Scott Walker himself, because she reminded us that we've done the Walker's Brothers and he was there, but in a 67 he went solo and changed from pop to a little bit more
Complex.
complex music. Yes, that's correct. And we also know that that song was quite important at the time because the events that inspired that sort of there is a historical reference in the lyrics to the event that happened in 68 in Czechoslovakia, Prague Spring, wasn't it? And we did check the lyrics thanks to Teresa. Thank you so much for copying those for us, and I'm ready to check it out.
All right. So first time on our channel, like
Yes, I'm sorry.
solo, American British singer and songwriter.
Yes, I think he was born in America and he moved to
Yeah, in Ohio, and he moved, I think, in London.
to London, and in 1970 he's got a British citizen.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Are you
He stayed
ready?
there for the rest of his life. Yes, I shut up.
Well, it's a history lesson as well.
This is gonna be a definitely the song itself. We checked the lyrics. Of course, we know what the reference to, but we went a little bit deeper and we checked a little bit more about the event, what happened, and when that happened and how it happened. So it was quite interesting to learn that. Right?
Ready?
Yes. Sorry. Oh man.
No, you could. Let's go.
I've seen a hand, I've seen a vision. It was reaching through the clouds to risk a dream. A shadow crossed the sky and it crushed it to the ground just like a beast. The old man's back again. The old man's back again. I seen a woman standing in the snow. She was silent as she watched them take her man. Teardrops burned her cheeks, for she thought she'd heard the shadow had left this land. The old man's back again. The old man's back again. The crowds just gathered, their faces turned away, and they queue all day like dragons of disgust. Older women whispering, wondering just what these young hotheads want of us. And Andre V, he cries, with eyes that ring like chimes. His anti-worlds go spinning through his head.
Wow, I love the sound in here. I love the sound.
And from the first really moment the song started, yeah, I agree.
You know what? It's really interesting actually how the singers, when they write the song, how about if they never say the meaning of the song, we will ever really guess it, right? Or how is it? How people interpret it? Because it's in a way.
Yeah, it's not as straightforward.
Yeah, it's not. But if you know what it's about, it
Yeah.
makes so much sense, and you put it in such a clever way,
Yes.
and such a high kind of things,
Yes.
and playing with words, it's so.
I
yeah.
completely agree. Yes, if I didn't know that the inspiration behind the song is
Probably would be thinking what's going on, you know.
yeah.
But like
you
that,
see-
knowing.
probably you would make a connection maybe to some like a government authority and all that. He's the old man's back again.
Yeah,
It's-
Teresa, I think, put in a message. The old man is back is a reference to Stalin.
Yes, to Joseph Stalin.
Mhm.
And the Newman, although they don't, the Newman was Alexander Dubček, I believe his name was, who
So-
kind of tried to change.
So basically, sum it up a bit. Like Czechoslovakia, I have a dream. and
Yes.
was a pact with several countries, Soviet Union and Eastern Bloc countries,
Yes.
and they not agree with their dream, kind of.
Yeah,
And
they
they
wanted to
decided
change
one
the
day,
regime
yeah,
in their
one day,
country.
decided one day to keep stay on the same path.
Yeah,
So they decided to attack them, and
that's
but that's
correct.
really, in a way, that's even more kind of, how to put it. They've been all together in a pact, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they signed that treaty, and I
Yeah.
think it was signed
Warsaw-
actually
Warsaw-
in Warsaw.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's correct. It's called Warsaw Pact,
Mhm.
if I'm correct. And there was a few countries that they agreed to with the Soviet Union to attack Czechoslovakia, and there were a couple of countries, the good guys, they
Yeah.
didn't agree.
Yeah, Romania and I think Albania. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Poland kind of went full on with it. So that's a painful fact in a history, I think, to learn something like that. But yeah, so yeah, and him singing about the old man.
It's
is
feeling
about
so deep. It's feeling the song is so deep. I mean, with what happened in the country, and
especially like you say, especially if you know the meaning behind it. It feels probably deeply rooted. But I want to say the lyrics, that's correct, but also the musical arrangement, again, it kind of enhanced what he's singing about. It gives you a little bit that unsettled feeling. And Teresa mentioned in the message about the bass line in there. I feel that bass, you hear it so loud, like almost it's separated from all the song, and it gives me that thumping feeling inside when I listen music. And then it's placed again very raw bass, I would say. Usually the bass is kind of very soft for me. The deep and low sound, but quite soft. But this one is quite sharp for the bass, I would say. And it's such a contrast for the beautiful the arrangements with it. I think there are strings in there I hear. And
even his voice is going.
Yes.
I absolutely agree. The music is so unsettled, and it's growing in intensity. You don't know what's happening in a way. That's how I feel it. Ready for some more?
Please, it's so beautiful.
All right, let's go.
Go spinning through his head. He burns them in his dreams. For half awake, they may as well be dead. The old man's back again. I see he's back again. I see a soldier. He's standing in the rain. For him there's no old man to walk behind. Devoured by his pain, bewildered by the faces who pass him by. He'd like another name, the one he's got's a curse. These people cry. Why can't they understand? His mother called him Ivan, then she died. The old man's back again. The old man's back again. I can see him back again. Da 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 da. Green over that, 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 da 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 da.
Wow.
Now, you know what? I just want to say that most probably because when we were reading about it, there are two things I want to say in relation to the song. Yeah, the one thing is that I wish I paid a little bit more attention to history back in the day when I was going to school. I never was interested in history. It was boring. And I regret that now. Now I find it very interesting, especially the history close. Yeah, and you say to me when we were starting kind of doing the research, reading Teresa's message, you say to me, "So you don't know what happened?" I know I wasn't fully aware of what happened. I'm sure I learned about it in school, but I don't think it's stuck with me. But I find it really, really fascinating to rediscover history
and
with the
learn
music.
it through the music.
it is really, really beautiful. So I think I would be more interested in history if we were. I think I said that on a Sabaton songs, that if we were learning that history through the music, I would be more interested in events, because even with the Sabaton, I remember that each song was about a specific event, but we were reading about it even more. We were trying to do the research, and it was fascinating, isn't it?
It is like that. It's like more engagement while you're doing, and you kind
Yeah.
of learn. Then you just basically how was back in the days,
Yes.
reading pages after bed, and you don't memorize things.
Exactly. And another thing I wanted to say, which I think I forgot, but it's gonna come back to me
That's
in a
alright.
minute because I talked too much. No, I just want to say that listening to all of that, and remembering the dates, and all that, we know that regime lasted for another over 20 years until 89 in our countries, and then 91 when the Soviet Union
collapsed. Yeah.
the collapse. So they even the 20 years before all of this went to shambles. Czechoslovakia wanted to change what was going on in their country, and it's really, really sad that they kind of had a little taste of it, because we know that the person who, I don't remember, I know his name, but I don't remember who was he, but the person who went in charge, Mr. Dubček.
I think the prime minister or president.
Yeah.
One of these. I'm not
So
sure.
he
Prime
kind of
Minister.
came with the changing. We're gonna do that. We're gonna change, our path, and it lasted only a few months before they
Well,
squash it.
I guess sometimes you're not allowed to do things on your own.
This is the bits I don't understand,
And
it's
I think
not
it's
only-
valid these days.
I
as
wanted
well.
to say this is the bits I don't understand, and it's definitely, you can see that's happening these days. How one country can decide about the fate on the other country, or this is, I don't fully. It's, how should I put it? I know we depend. There are poorer countries we depend on the richer countries and all that, but sometimes I just feel that there is a lot of going on that it shouldn't be going on, and there are big people deciding on small people.
It's like big dogs.
Yeah, and little chihuahuas.
Wow, what a comparison.
No, but you know what? It's just it's really, really sad when you really stop and think about it, that things like that were happening all those years ago, and you can see this happening these days.
Absolutely. I don't think it's ever gonna change. That's my, because who's doing this? They don't want to let it go. But yeah, it's enough with the political.
Yeah,
here.
we're a little bit, but the song was very political.
It's really,
so-
yeah, I know. It's really interesting, actually. He wants to give this to the world. Probably a lot of people didn't know about the events,
Here you go.
through the music, in a way, it's really cool, actually. But the most I enjoyed is not only the lyrics. I enjoyed so much
The
how the sounds
music
come
wa-
with the lyrics and everything, delivery.
Absolutely
That was really, really
incredible.
beautiful.
And we know that he's responsible for majority of it.
Mhm.
He plays a lot of instrument, and he's a producer as well. Isn't
Yeah,
he? So definitely hats off to this guy. He's done such a beautiful job,
absolutely.
right?
All right. Hope you enjoy our reaction and see you again next time. Have a lovely day and all the best. Bye bye.
Bye for now.